Hello everyone and welcome to the 70th episode in the single player world. If you didn't see last episode, you just seen the title, you've seen the word epilogue in the title, you might be confused. What's going on? Why is there another episode? Well, I said at some point in that episode that there'd be two more videos, a world tour and my favorite bits episode. Okay, so I was gonna leave it a little bit longer till we did the world tour, but I don't know how long it's gonna take me to finish up the base turn streams and stuff, so I decided let's go ahead, do the world tour now. I've also got an updated world download down in the description if you do want to download the world and play it yourself, take a look around, then it's down there. But why are we starting off over here? I like this place a lot, and this view here. My favorite view of the world, I think, and I know not a lot of people watch the whole video, so we start off here. Let's head over to spawn now, though, and we'll get the tour underway. Pretty much at spawn now to answer any questions you might have about the world. We always play on hard difficulty, not once is the world touched creative mode, all survival, no mods, and like I said, all just single players, just me building the world up here. So this is spawn, and for the longest time there was nothing here. I just decided for world downloads I wanted to have something for you to follow. So we got these paths. And if we follow this right down here, there's nothing here. But this is where you spawn. So you spawn around here. You see the path. You can follow it. You have a little bit of direction. Got some arrows. Got these houses, which don't go anywhere. There's not actually anything in these. They'll all just pop up. I've done this before. I just thought it'd look good. Something at spawn. Some little chair things. And there's arrows just taking you out of the jungle and more pop-up houses. Little bridge going over to that one. I like the way it looks. It's not the best, but just to have something at spawn, I wanted this. And also, when you spawn in, if you follow the path to that first house I showed you, there'll be my stuff. I'll leave all my stuff in there if you want to be able to fly around the world, not follow the paths or anything. I'll leave some firework rockets and stuff in there too. Keep going down here. There's just a lot of the same. This way, just paths, pop-up houses till you get out. The sheep. Another house. Got some more houses here. We're getting to the end now. I didn't want to cut the video just in case you wanted to see it. Then we got this horrible bridge. I liked it when I built it, but it looks pretty bad. I've seen a lot of people building out of trapdoors like this, and I kind of wanted to do it. It's not the best. Don't really like it. But there's nothing here too. Just an nether portal, so we go through here. And I wanted to do a nether hub. I don't know if I'm going to get to it in streams. I had a lot of suggestions as well for nether hubs and stuff. Let's go in here. But yeah, we just got some tunnels. Originally there was ice here. Ice boat roads and cactuses to break them and stuff. But I just end up flying through and they'd get in the way. So I tore them out and this is where it links up. Everything here. So like I said, we haven't really got a nether hub. It's not all pretty and stuff, but gold farm, project cryo, it's tunnels straight to them, so this is the way out if we wanted to get out to the nether fortresses and stuff too. This is going to be a pretty long video, I think. Maybe like an hour long. Where should we start off? Let's go this way. So this is the first thing we started to build, Kelp Cove. Let's go through here. Hang on, I feel like I should go here. So the very first episode, I came this way on a boat. I found this island, and we hung around here for a little while. We started this world at Update Aquatic, so we had the turtles were new. I really wanted to play around with those, get turtle helmets, get some eggs, mess around in the water, look for treasure and stuff. So I stayed here for the first episodes, trying to get turtle scoots and stuff. And this one's still here from the very first episode. These eggs are still there. So they hatched during the night, and I haven't been over here very much. This place isn't loaded. But eventually then, a couple of or the episode later, I can't remember, we swam down here with our boat. Oh, there was a village back there too. Can't remember if I did anything with it. I don't think I did. Used our boat. We found this area down here. And then this is the nether portal where I came out just now. I would have came out. Not fun places. So that's where you'll come out and you'll see this through here. This is called Kelp Cove. So the entrance is actually down here. On this side we got Kelp Cove. I was gonna do like boats and stuff, some sort of transport looking things. This is more of an entrance, but that's pretty much our entrance over there to the town now. But yeah, this was the place you were supposed to enter. So first thing I built was this house here. Oh, one thing I love about this town is this this windbreaker thing. So we got the iceberg biome, they were new in 1.13 update aquatic, and I felt like if we had a wall here, it would stop any cold winds a little bit, right? I don't know if it makes a lot of sense, but I love the way this turned out. I love doing this green stuff. The oak walls look really cool. I really like the way that turned out anyway. Oh, we got our wet dirt, which I've done a lot in the past, just on the side of the water. Grass path the sides. Looks like wet dirt. So here's our first house we built. We slept in here for a long time. We had a chest, anything in there. I kept wood in here for the longest time as well. But yeah, there's nothing too great. All of the houses don't have proper doors because... Actually, I said it's not too great. I like this house. But yeah, I got rid of all the doors because we had an iron golem farm and I didn't want it to mess things up. That's actually right there, that stone. So that's just the basic house we sleep in. This is our smeltery place. We got this one, which... No, this one here. We put kelp in there. It's called Kelp Cove, this place. Put kelp in there. This chest shouldn't really be there. We should just have a hopper trail. But it takes the kelp, puts it in this barrel looking thing. I used it for stone, obviously. And it's like kelp's drying in the sun then. I thought it was a pretty good idea. I don't know why I put the chest. It's a little bit stupid. And this is just the one where we put stuff in and it'll go down there. We can collect it and things. But people were saying that we didn't have a kelp farm. We should have a kelp farm. It's Kelp Cove. We don't have a kelp farm. So I run over here and we built this. I think I actually used it recently. And it lags a lot when I do it too. But we click that button. Kelp goes flying into the air. Oh man, the word mess ups. I'm sorry, I had to cut the video. But that's a thing. Didn't really use it too much. But that's there. If we did need to. We got a little well thing. Which doesn't really make sense because this water's flowing from inland. So really you just drink this. Right, I don't know why it's a well. But this was going to be our transport thing. By the way, if you didn't know, I come from console edition. So using the nether wasn't a good transport way back then because you just have to reset the nether all the time. So I was going to make tunnels underground to different places. And that was really stupid because we could just use the nether. I forgot that it's infinite worlds. So I scrapped that idea, just left it there as a well. And we started using the nether portal down there. The nether. To transport things. To transport us. Words. Decorated with barrels. Decorated with kelp. We go down here again with the turtles. I wanted to make a turtle farm. So can I show you how this works here? This is going to be a long video anyway. So we just put this down. I don't know why it's doing that. With particle effects. Flick that on. We'd close the door. We just AFK. Here or something. We'd come back. There'd be scoots in here because there's a hopper minecart underneath this. Drops off the stuff in storage system thing. And that all works. We just kill the turtles. Get the eggs with a silk touch. That's how I'm getting the eggs, by the way. Just get a silk touch. You can pick them up. Wow, 8 minutes already. I'm going to ignore that number building up in my editing software for now. It's going to be like an hour and a half episode, I think. But yeah, we jumped down here in the water anyway, and I added a conduit. Obviously 1.13, added conduits. Wanted to do that, and I just added some rubble down here. Just so it looked like a... I just wanted to do something nice. So added like this fence thing around, look. So it's kind of like maybe there was a house at some point in this area. And then if we go down here as well, this was my mine. Gotta go down and you go up. Oh, inside a rubble cave. Nice little water entrance. We take this. Should we go all the way down? We might as well just go all the way down. It's just, I rubbled up all of this. Made it zigzag. Didn't want it to go straight. We go sideways a little bit. And this was a insta-mine, I believe. We didn't strip mine very much. Get out here. I've fallen through the floor once with this. Down into the void, I remember. Yeah, we did strip mine a little bit, look. But then I got a beacon. Is the beacon still there? What's that down there? No, it's not. It's just some diorite. I marked out some slime chunks, which we didn't turn into slime farms. I found a zombie spawner over this way, I think. A zombie spawner. Didn't do anything with it. Didn't really need it at the time. Back up to the surface, entrance to Kelp Cove. Also had this thing where I added... Are these peonies? I added a peony by every entrance, was the idea. So we got that one here for the turtle farm. See, I got a peony at all these doors. So every entrance needs a flower. I can't remember what I said. I said something like that. We got hidden lighting everywhere as well. Some little pebbles around the place. This thing, I have no idea what I was thinking when I did it. A barrel coming up out of the water. A little lake thing. That makes 0 sense. I don't know what they'd be using that for. But I thought it was a good idea at the time. This is our storage room then. All the houses are similar, basic. With the stripped log things. That was new as well. 1.13. I don't think there's anything in these now. I recently took everything over. Yeah, all empty. But this is my storage system for a while. Come out here. Then we got a map of the place. Kelp Cove. It says Kelp Cove. We don't know how to do that. There's a map in the water down there somewhere. I can't remember where to put it. But you name the map. Not the map. A banner, sorry. You name the banner. Put it in the water. I put it in the water. Doesn't have to be in water. Left click with a map. And then you have that there. So there's a map of Kelp Cove. I also... Kelp Cove was decided the name in a poll. You guys wanted it over 2 other names. Got our enchanting table. And here again, no door. Little brewing stand. Which I can't remember ever using, but apparently I have. That gets you up to level 30 as well. I'm pretty sure. Go around here, got a little cauldron thing, and there's the entrance there. You'll come up this way when you first join. Oh, that's Pillow too. If you did, I got this guy from really far away, Pillow, in a boat. And if we let him go, he's going to try and get back. If you didn't know, turtles have a home beach. So if we let Pillow out, he's going to go back to that beach. I called him Pillow because he kind of just sits there like a pillow when we're in the boat. So that's Pillow. He has a name tag and everything. Just can't see it when he's in a boat. Let's go back over here. I just want to make sure I don't miss too much in the tour. All lit up, like I said, on the carpet. This path, we originally had a grass path instead of the stone path. Switched it out to a stone one. Then here's an iron golem farm. So I was going to do something like this wall for this instead, but I decided to leave it like this in the end. I don't think it looks too bad. Sat in the middle. There's a piece of glass because there's an AFK fish farm down there. And this is now broken. There's no villagers in there. But in 1.14, Iron Golem farms are going to be broken. And this just doesn't work now. We're in a new snapshot. So it doesn't work, sadly. But we've got a ton of iron out of it. If you want to get down to the storage to collect it. Again, roughened up the walls. We got down here, got a little room. We can collect the iron. We've even got an ink sack. It's been in there for a long time. We've got an AFK fish farm in here as well. I don't like AFK fish farms anymore, but at the time, again, I didn't mind them. So I had those everywhere. So there's the iron farm, and we also had a micro crop farm then. Go up here, close that. Micro crop farm up here for this house. The entire house is just for that. I think I didn't know what to do inside this house. I did a micro crop, I can't remember. But there's that. We've got inputs, extra storage up there. And we got seeds. Is it full? Do we have... No, it has nothing. But yeah, it's just a simple pull down farm thing. It still works great. Go this way. I wanted to fill up space, so we added a ton of wheat. I really like the way this area looks as well. Started off the videos a few times. Over this way, we've got a scarecrow, the tall wheat, some hay bales, a barrel right there, which could probably be done better, but at the time I obviously liked it. There's not too much more Kelp Cove then. I don't think there's actually anything. Oh, there's one more thing. We go down. Oh, there's 2 more things actually. Got this, which I hate. That's not very smooth, is it? But I found a skeleton spawner and I just wanted to do something with it, so I decorated this wall these walls. And there's a way down to it. Do I need to show it? Yeah, I'll show it. Let's go down. This thing, I believe, is not working. Some reason, spawners just are all broken in my world. There's no skeleton in there. It doesn't spawn anything. I'm pretty sure we go down this way. And this is where we collect it. So we can kill the skeleton there. There's a hidden chest. There's an invisible chest. There we go. And if we wanted to go AFK just for bones, we've got that. And it doesn't work. The lava's missing. Lots of things broken in this world. But yeah, that activated lava. And it killed them if I didn't want to stand here AFK. And I decorated inside there a little bit as well. Got a little trapdoor thing, which leads to another fish farm. AFK fish farm there. And this is for maintenance, in case I need to do anything. Check on it. Like I said, it's obviously broken. But just in case I needed to do something, which I didn't ever need to do something. Back up to the surface, just slept really quick. And there's one more thing to show you, I believe. At Kelp Cove. There's a couple more things over here, but there's one more thing at Kelp Cove. So, a little while ago, in 1.14, they added berries. And I wanted to do something with it. And I thought Kelp Cove was a nice place to do it. It's a nice, bright, green area. Get some berries. Do a little distillery. So we go up the stairway. And we have a distillery. Right there. With berries. Berry fields. You can pick the berries if you wanted to. Get that out of my inventory. My hotbar. Got a big barrel where the berries would be sat in. Turning into alcohol. Oh, crouching is different. That's new. Did you always crouch this low? I think that's new in this update. I was getting distracted. But yeah, this is a big barrel. I love the way that looks too. I think that's great. Got some berries on the sides. I really enjoyed building this. It's really basic. But I had a lot of fun. Go inside this way and the person sits behind you. Can sell you berry, beer, wine, whatever. Got barrels set up, windows, and he has a way. Get up to his bedroom. Simple little bedroom. And I wanted these things to look like they were hanging. You know, like behind they have those herbs and things hanging. In alchemist places. We got berries hanging. In the distillery place. And these things here look like drawers. Right? They look like drawers. Like you pull it out, you take out something to sell. And we have a little farm back here as well. Nothing too great. We put bones in that. Some bone meal. And we could just left click on the bush. I left it exposed because I thought that looked pretty cool too. We take off back to Kelp Cove. So that house is kind of part of Kelp Cove. But the person decided to move was the idea. Just go away a little bit. Start his distillery up. So I don't think there's anything else to show you at this place. We did do some custom trees. There was a big tree here at one point called the Kelp tree. Which I hated. I destroyed it. Just didn't like it. It never looked too great. We broke that cord of it. And I think that's it over here. I really hope I didn't miss anything. Positive that's it. But anyway, next place is the ice mining camp. We'll go down this way. And we have this ice mining camp. Did I name it? Ice mining camp. No. So we got these tents. And these things on top are supposed to be like those the storm detecting things. You know, they spin around. Tell you if the wind's strong or something. I don't know what they do. Got some beds, got some tables, some things hanging up. Pretty basic place. They're pulling some ice out of the floor. With these little wind detectors as well. I did make it look like someone stabbed them through the ice look. Alright, just had a little bit of a break from the world tour. So over there we've got the ice mining camp. And over this way, we've got a miniature version of the base from the start of the episode. Start of the world tour here. So this place is abandoned is the idea. We've just got some anchors dropped on there. Not as magical with them floating in the sky. But we've got a drowned farm. I just wanted to decorate it. Make sure it's not just there. So I did a miniature version of the base. This works great. The way it works is we have a... Can I see it from here? I don't think you're going to be able to see it. There was a conduit over here too, but I removed it. There is a villager down this way. Still there, should be. Yeah, he's still in there. Bouncing around. Got a villager in there. And we have a ruin. But there, look. Can we just stand in that? We can't. To get some air. But we have a ruin. And if you didn't know, drowns spawn more by ruins and in dark areas. So we've got all these dark spots underneath these icebergs. We've got a ruin down there. There's also a ruin just over that way as well. So we get drowned really quickly. Actually, we haven't had anywhere we've been sat here. Maybe they've changed something with spawning. By the time, this worked great. So the way it worked, I can't show you like I said, but we go over here. Stand in this area right there with the lever flicked. And drowns would eventually get attracted to the villagers, bounce up here. And sometimes they just hover around. So we had this little system where we'd be put into water. It's going to activate. Yeah, it'll activate water. And then they'd, some reason, get confused. Stop chasing me. And they'd just fall down into this hole. It's weird, but it worked really well at the time. It looks like drowns just don't spawn very well at the minute. And then here's the storage. Got some tridents. Got a ton of rotten flesh. I was using this for gold at one point as well. Actually, we've got one. You've got one right there. Oh, it is working. Look at that. Or were they already in there? I'm not sure, but we killed them with our swords. We can get tridents as ice for some reason. Oh, that worked really well. Not sure why it's not now. Tons of stuff is broken in this world, like I said. So that is it then over this way. I believe. I don't think there is anything else I have to show at all. That is Kelp Cove, the mining camp. Everything in this general direction has been covered. So let's go back through our nether portal. Back to the center. So where should we go next? We got gold farm. I think we'll do some nether things next. So I got a gold farm this way. And it's a Ilmango one. I did I followed Ilmango's tutorial. And this again is broken. So much in this world is broken. Not the farm itself, but you have to have detector pigmen around the edge if I fly around. See on these little glass blocks that don't have anything on them? In between the iron golems? They're supposed to have pigmen and they're not there. But the way it works, we get a snowball or we get our crossbow. We fire at one of these. That isn't going to work. Don't have anything to trigger them, but hit them. They'll get mad. That'd be that'd be the detector ones which keep them all mad. Iron golems then would... Oh, there's so many. Iron golems would attract magma cubes and make them fall off the edge. So that would increase rates of it, I guess. Let's eat so we don't die. And we would stand... It's gonna work for a second here. But it'll stop. Click that. We'd stand here. It all fall into these things. It's an Ilmango farm. I didn't come up with this. Yeah, it works really good. It worked really good. And then to collect it, we go down this way. And we got Hopper. Trigger happy here and got them everywhere. And we got a bunch of gold. We get stored. I actually recently changed all this into blocks, so there's not going to be anything. Yeah, but there's nothing else to show this way. So if we go back down, we do have one more farm in the nether. There's our way out. We broke a bedrock block a little while ago too, obviously. Can't remember whose tutorial I followed for that, but I didn't do it myself. So go down this way and we leave the hub area then through this. And I didn't link this up yet. But can I get out, please? Fly off this way, and we've got a wither skeleton head farm that isn't properly done. You can see if I stand on this way, start to mob proof this, start to mob proof all of that, but didn't do everything. This was one of the newer things. Came up with it myself, even though it's probably been done before. It's just flying machines, basically. So we got some mobs in there. Got these fly machines. Those blaze are mad now. Go down this way. Flick this switch. Those fly machines go off. And they will push them down here. We've got some blocks. We don't. We rush really quick. Grab some blocks. Fill these in. They would fall there. There we are. Any chance we get... Nope, didn't get any wither skeletons, sadly. And yeah, that thing works pretty good. It's got some damage, some wear and tears, holes in the side because of ghasts. Look. So again, broken. Pretty much. So much stuff broken. This here isn't inside of our Nether hub looking thing because I wanted to move where my Nether portal was at the base. So if I go through this, we're not going to come out where we used to come out. And it was just portals were fidget. It was messy with portals. And decided to just leave it there for a minute and link it up in the future. So I'm going to sleep. But then we come out of this Nether portal and this is our base, Project Cryo. I am so happy with the way this place turned out. I'm going to poke a hole through that. Fill that back in. But yeah, you come out, it's right on top of the base. Turn up our render distance a bit, let it all load in. Uh-oh, I'm out of firework rockets, so we have one to last. I'll go get some more in a minute. Won't be... Yeah, I'll go get some more in a minute. I'm so proud of this space, though. We go over here. It looks a lot smaller than what it is. It is... You see the anchor right there? It says 335. Can't see it too well because of lines, but it says 335. That's how long it is. Always. A little bit lag. One of these farms has probably been left on. And it's lagging a bit. But the original plan was to do Guardian Farm. And then where these anchors were, we were going to do big crystals. Big ice crystal things coming out of the water. And there'd be a center ice crystal thing. Right there, I'm saying thing a lot, I'm sorry. And then Guardians would be farmed down there. Just ice crystals was the plan. And then a couple of days later on Hermitcraft Season 5, Iskall started to do that. So I'm so glad I didn't go with that. Because people would say I copied. So I'm so happy I didn't do it. But I get people telling me this place looks a lot like Mumbo's Season 4 base. Was it Season 4? Season 5? So I've been waiting for it to get nighttime. It's just about to get night. Should have just left in the night because it looks really good in the dark. Yeah, I 100% see how people see Mumbo's base with this. The prismarine, the white and stuff. But I try not to copy anyone with this. I did try to do my own thing. Like I said, we did the ice thing. Ice thing was the plan. And then another plan before that actually was to do ruins inside that center hole. All of this wasn't going to be a thing outside. We were just going to have that one middle circle. And it was going to be like a ruined sort of town inside that area. But obviously we didn't go with that. I'm glad I didn't go with that because I love the way this iceberg thing turned out. But the way... The theme of this base is anti-pirates. So there's a town over there. You can't see it. The render distance isn't quite high enough. But there is a town over there where people were living, and the idea was they were getting fed up of pirates raiding the area. I guess you've got... You can't see it. But there is some little pirate boat things I'll show you in a minute. It's getting nighttime, so I don't want to go. And I don't have any fireworks. This is... Project Cryo was anti-pirates. So we've got these icebergs. And down there we have... I'll go down there in a sec, by the way. Down there we have a Guardian Farm. And the Guardians are killed, and the plan is we use the crystals from the Guardians to power these cold generator things. So these are supposed to be keeping all the ice from melting. And it's just, they're making icebergs and ice spikes and stuff. If I click F3, we're in a warm biome, lukewarm biome. Yeah, warm ocean biome, so really it would melt. So I wanted to have some sort of reason why it's not melting. So the ice crystals are used to get these cold generators to keep everything super cold. And then get dumped off into the ocean or something. It would stay unmelted because it's packed ice. Packed ice in Minecraft doesn't melt. So I tried to add that into the lore as well. When it's made, it's not going to melt. So it's just making them, initially making them there. Anyways, nighttime, look how bright it is. I love how lit up everything is. Looks really cool. Love this base. We'll go down now. So again, with the coal generator things, these here, I laid them out over there on an ice, on a snow area. This originally was all trees and plains and stuff. Got rid of all the trees, added a bunch of snow, added these cold generators, so it's like they spread cold to all of the snow. Slowly converted biomes, which I thought was a really cool idea. Now, you know what? We'll turn the render distance back up. The chunks will slowly load back in. There's something that's running. I don't know what's doing it. It's causing a bit of lag on my end. But you want a broken montage here? Broken. Working. There's more broken. I can't think right now. Iron farms are inside these tubes. All of these have a basic iron golem farm. Jump down this way, you can just about see in. There's a door missing as well for some reason. Oh, that's open. But there's an iron farm down there, and they're all broken in this update, obviously. So that's a bit sad. This keeps breaking. This is my mob farm. I'll go up to it in a sec. Yeah, the iron farms were the first thing I built, and the guardian farm was the first thing I built over here. So these two things. And this circle was originally all we were going to do over this way. Like the size of the base, I mean. It wasn't going to extend out where we did do it. And we've got storage here as well. All funnels into one big group of chests. No iron, since it's all broken. And we've got this mist on the bottom. I did copy Iskal with this. I seen Iskal do this in Series 5. He did like his plastic fantastic base with his green fog. So I did get that from him. He got that from someone else as well. Whoops, a little bit lag. Lag spike. You can see there's the guardians then spawning in there, getting dropped down. I did this myself. It's pretty basic though. I'm sure you can see what's going on. Just water, they fall down, and there's 3 break in. This is a backup of the world, so I'm gonna break in so you can see. Oh, we'll fall down here. They go down the water, drop in, down these fences, then the water pushes them down into this pit, and they die in that lava. So that's how that works. It's pretty simple. I got this as well, just in case, because I don't know why I did that. Something was happening here. I don't know why. I'm not sure why I did that, but that prevents something from happening. Basically. So then we jump back out into the fog layer. There we are. We just pillar out. That looked weird, but yeah, so we got that fog. I think it looks pretty cool. We've got these anchors along the side. We got diamonds in the wall. People tell me all the time to mine these diamonds. And I obviously placed those there myself, trying to make the area more valuable to the pirates, since this is an anti-pirate base thing. Maybe the sea is full of ore that they want, or the caves are full of ore. They'll just steal it from the people rather than mine it, but I don't know. So I had the diamonds in the wall down here, a similar sort of thing with the diamonds in the wall. And I left this pretty raw. Like, it's a cave. It's just like some sort of industrial farming thing. Our Project Cryo banner. There's the anchors up there. And here's the ice spikes. We've got a pirate skull sat on the ice spike. I thought that was pretty cool. And if we want, we can change this to XP. This right now is automatic. We've always had this problem where they land on those there. But we don't lose too much. There's one. Look. But if we wanted to... For some reason, we're not spawning very much. But if we want to do it where we get XP, click that button. Or that button. Water will come flowing out. It'll stop them from burning. And then they're pretty easy to kill. Then we can just take out a sword and smack them. And I've got this too. So I can sit in here and not get smacked back if I wanted to. Never really use this part with the levers, but jump down these ladders. We've got mass storage for all of the items then. All of them auto sort. So this one is prismarine shards. This one is prismarine crystals. And this one is fish. There's a few other random things in there too. We got this auto storage for it. And we have snow farm. We needed this for our snow converting grass project we got going on. Just do that. Obviously, we have a different snowball hopper minecarts would pick them up and drop them in these chests. There is hopper minecart missing there, a few of them, so we don't, it's not working, broken. Some random storage, and that is it for in here. Oh, nearly forgot, with the using shards thing to power the whole base, the plan is they die inside this area, then this pipe drags out the crystals or the fumes or whatever we'd call it, would pump it somewhere else, and then that's how we keep all the crystals cold. All the ice spikes and icebergs cold. Just wanted to mention that before I left this place. And if we jump through this way, this is just where I'd mine. Got the more prismarine just for decorating. Down there we've got a massive speed mine then as well. Don't think I have to run down it. It's nothing too special, just a mine. So I decided to switch over to spectator mode. Like I said, the file has not ever touched anything other than survival, but this is a copy. Okay, so I've been breaking things down there. I'm not worried about fixing them. And this way we don't have to worry about getting fireworks. I can fly around without having to stop in weird spots on blocks and things. So anyway, let's go to the anchors. We're working back out of the base now. We've done all of the center. Iron farm. Iron farm's the... Actually, we can go inside that now. Should I show you quickly? Here we are. Let's go down here. And it's just a really basic iron farm. We've got some room for golems to spawn there. Here's our villagers in pods. Doors on the side. Was that one missing? It is. Look at that. I don't know why that's happened. I'm guessing a zombie spawned there or something. Broke it. Got some more area here for golems to spawn. Just one of those basic single villager things. And there's more doors missing. And we also, like I said, working back out of the base. We'll go to the anchors next. This is... Oh, there's a ton of lighting glitches as well. You can see that lighting glitch down there. All of the anchors have a weird lighting glitch as well. But you flick a switch up here on an EFO hopper clock. Very simple stuff. Then activates that redstone signal every so often. Can we see inside these hoppers? Yeah, we can. It's got a certain amount of items in there. Obviously, just a EFO hopper clock. Activates all of it. It's a... dispenser and piston, dispenser and observer setup. Just a line going down. You've seen that before. Now we've got a little water catching thing. They go into this tube, fall down, and we've got magma blocks because sometimes spiders would like cling on, and then they'd obviously not take enough fall damage, and we just had some magma blocks. In case that happened, they'd eventually go down there and dies. I can probably show you it working. Like I said, it's pretty basic stuff. You can see what's going on. If you want to see how it works, we just flick this lever. Those things all flush. Mobs get pushed out. They go down that death tube and die. Some of them have enough armor and stuff as well to not to not die from the fall. And then we have a bunch of impulse sorters. You've seen these before as well. And we have some junk chests over this way as well, which fills up with redstone and things. But this thing is great. It's not broken right now, but it does break an awful lot. It's still making a lot of noise. Wow. I'm gonna turn that off so lag stops in a sec. But yeah, it breaks really often. I don't know why. There's something wrong with water at the minute where it keeps flooding the tube. I have no clue how, but that keeps happening. It's changing the water streams and making things flood. We also have our little AFK box here. We go down, let's go into creative. We go down here. If we need to get out, got a trident. We can pop up and out like that, and we can fly off wherever we want. Moving away from the first anchor, I believe that's the first one we did. That mob farm anchor is the first one we did. We have this one, which has some random code. The side of the base, right? The size of the base is that 335, and then 333, someone else. We had different people from the channel, subscribers, pick out a bunch of free number codes, and then we voted on it randomly. No one had a clue what was going on, but that was voted by people. I thought it was a pretty fun idea. Got a bunch of frees. Got some ice spikes on top, and this one is my storage room down here, and some other things. We got some foxes in the 1.14 update. I dragged up here in our storage room. Got a bunch of chests all lined up there. I love how random this room is. I really like the way all of this turned out. We have Jackson the fish Inside his fish tank here. We saved him on a live stream. There it is. Jackson the fish. All of these foxes are actually called Jackson too. Because I didn't have... Well, I didn't rename the name tags. Just named them all Jackson. And we've got a sugarcane farm. This was actually something else originally. I can't remember. Oh, it was a big sugarcane farm. We had this whole room wrapped in sugarcane to farm. And we just got a smaller one here. Again, connected to an E4 hopper clock. Can I switch that? I can't. But we flick that. Random pistons extend. These were actually connected to the original sugarcane farm. We just left them there so they activate, look weird. But that also sets off this. They get collected in that hopper trail. It goes into this chest. Works pretty nicely. And I think that's it in this room. We've got a little... Oh, this is a kelp farm. A sea pickle farm, sorry. Made by Exuma. I needed some sea pickles. So just got that from YouTube. Got some of the crafting stuff down there as well. From the new updates. I really like this anchor though. It's really random. I love it. I love all the colors and stuff. Moving on to the third anchor. We got a villager breeder. I got hair on it. Because some reason I thought villagers had... like Homer Simpson hair. Turns out they don't. And obviously in the new update, all the textures and stuff have changed. Yeah, we got something that looks like that. So this obviously was the old villager breeders. We got a villager up there. Detecting the village with the doors. And we got another 3 back there. So why not? And we go inside. And since iron farms and villagers are different now... some reason we have a ridiculous amount of golems. I don't know why it's like this. I don't think it's supposed to have that much. But I made this all myself. As well, we got some villagers in here. Which would breed. We'd open up this trapdoor. Throw in some food. The babies would stand on those half slabs. And get pushed off by the other adults. There's actually a lot less in here too. There's like 5 or 6. There's only 3 in here now. And then they'd get pushed down here in this water stream. Sit here until they're adults. And then when they're adults, they'll get pushed out. And in here with these other ones. But we've got so much mobs in here right now. That, that they keep getting pushed out. So that's a thing. That's the third anchor. Again, I love it. This one, I hate. Big lighting glitch on the side. That black line isn't supposed to be there. There's a big random patch of shade on this side as well. Not supposed to look like that. But yeah, I've always hated this anchor. I built it and I gave it a really weird shape when I first did it. So if we go inside, sorry about the never sound. I don't know if it's going to do it. We have these crop farms with the villagers, which is also broke. Obviously, I showed earlier on the anchors that are broken. This one's broken. One of the broken ones. He doesn't farm these crops now. None of them do. So that sucks. We get no carrots, no potatoes. But yeah, I built this a really weird shape. For some reason I put it off into the corner. And if I put it right in the middle, it probably would have looked okay. But it didn't the way I did it. So I had to put this big box over it. And I never knew what to do with it. So I've never liked that anchor. And I eventually ended up putting a nether portal right there. We've also got a pumpkin farm up this way. I know there's a better way to do it. Someone told me to add repeaters to activate them instead of dust. Or something. I'm not sure. But that works. I obviously did it myself. But yeah, I'm sure that's been done before as well. They activate on a timer, which crushes all of the stuff. All of the pumpkins and melons. And then underneath we have hopper minecarts, which will run across the track, dispensing them on the other side, which will then go through. This hopper line is connected to these farms as well. Keep going down. And it's, again, impulse sorters. You can get to this through this bottom part of the pole if you wanted to collect our stuff there. Never decorated inside here. I just put lights so nothing spawned. Kind of sucks. And we go down again. Go outside here. We've got a hidden cactus farm in this thing. I've never used this. I don't think I've once needed this cactus. One thing I did miss was these beacons. I put beacons on an iceberg thing, look. And you can see we got these little things in the center, like little battery-looking things. The plan was we threw these batteries in there, and either that's how we get power. Like, we can get power from these batteries then. You can see it's open. Like, this would close. You throw it in, it would open up. You can see the beam going through. Either we get power from that, or it would be a way of directing the beam higher up. You know, like a extender. It doesn't make any sense. I don't think, but just to add a bit of lore to the base, I thought it was a pretty cool idea, these batteries. Not too sure which one of those two we'll go with, ideas. But there's that, I just thought I'd mention because I forgot. So going outside of the base now, I started to do this big circle on the outside, and this was one of the biggest problems with this base, this outside part here. So I got super burned out doing it. Are you getting bored of me flying around and spectating? I got super burned out building this outer part. I'm sure it's not a big deal for some people, but this was just a bit too much for me. Super grindy, and the ocean gets really deep over here as well. Going around it once took about 15 minutes and about 22 stacks of blocks. So that was a really annoying thing to do. And then the idea of having to do it again on the inside part, on this side here, which isn't done, and then figured about doing this bridge part, and then the inner circle, and then doing this thing down to the ocean floor. I just got super burned out with it. This part killed me in this world. So that never got done. I do want to get it done during streams. That one day will be done. And hopefully we'll show it off in a future video or something. I don't know. But yeah, I thought go back to that as well. So outside of the base then, we have some other various farms lying around. Let's go over to this one first. We're going to jump over into creative so I can show you these ones working. But 1.14 obviously added bamboo. And we built this. It's taking a little while to load in over here. We built this massive bamboo farm. Ignore the spaghetti redstone. Haven't quite perfected redstone. We have this massive bamboo farm, sorry. We go over this way. And we'll activate it. It's just some flying ones. Let's go creative. Jump down here. So this is actually a kelp farm as well. I'll show you the kelp one in a sec. But this is going to make it lag a lot. So there's flying machines right there. Whoops. I just broke it. Anyway, I flick this lever if we can. They both go the same time. I forgot I could break things. I'm sorry. Super lag. And we get a ton of bamboo. And of course, it breaks. My minecarts aren't activating. Which isn't helping lag. We just had 1 FPS. Had to cut the video. These things are supposed to go, but this is also broken. That's really annoying. So much stuff broken. Anyway, I'm gonna have to get rid of these bamboo. I'll be back in a minute. And I'm back. Just got the backup of the world to make things a little bit easier. But anyway, that lags every single time you use it. You have to sit there for the first initial sweep, and then the minecarts will pick up all of it, and the lag will stop. It's just because there's so many entities down on the floor. All of the particles from these things getting broken and stuff. So it works really well. It's just you have to sit there for like a minute before going off. And there's our AFK box, same as we have up in the mob farm down there. Anyway, we get a ton of bamboo, a lot of bamboo. Pretty sure like all of these are filled. Remember, it is a really great farm. And we also had another switch you've seen up there for kelp. So I'm not going to turn this one on either because it'll do the same thing. It'll lag for a little bit and then it'll slow down. There we are, so we can break some kelp. I can't do it in spectator mode, but we go down here, and where it works is flying machines. Again, same as the bamboo farm, just did flying machine. It activates through this redstone signal, setting off this piston, which will retract and activate that observer, which will send flying machines off down here. Got some obsidian to stop it from dragging any blocks. And can we get through? These will obviously get broken. They'll go up into this flowing water stream, and get pushed over the edge. They do hit the side there most of the time, look. But when they go back up then, they'll drop over, go down that water trail into a water elevator, and then into some hoppers right there. I'll go down there in a sec. But we have an issue. I can't show you here, I don't think. Actually, okay, let's break a lot. Let's break a lot of these here. Because no matter what I did, they kept getting stuck up on one of these here. There's actually 2 flowing water, I think. 2 blocks of flowing water. Oh, no, there's not. It's just the one. But we have this set up on a timer in case that happens. So if they do get stuck, this will push them off here. That worked really well. There's probably a different way of doing it, but that works really well. And then all of the kelp flies down this huge water tube into a water elevator, like I said. Right there. All goes up here. And when it gets to the top, it'll flush into these hoppers, which obviously just collect it here. I'm sure we have a lot. Yeah, so it's not finished. I haven't decorated it. We were going to do like a wall here, decorate the wall. And inside I was going to have it auto smelt. I was going to have the bamboo, smelt the kelp, have the kelp get sent off somewhere so we can start using it, obviously, to cook things. And the kelp is kelp blocks. I haven't got to that quite yet, just yet. And I will fix that during streams at some point. So there's that. We also have some other things down this way. So if you haven't seen my videos, do you know what this is? Right here, can you guess? You probably guess. Right, it's a chunk. So, this is my slime farm. Switched over to creative so we can see it working. This is slime chunk. I actually thought there was more than 1 slime chunk here originally. I thought there was like 3, I remember, or 2. I'm not sure. I remember marking out more than 1 chunk. Obviously, this here isn't working. Oh no, he's going now. Yeah. So basically just some pads where the slimes can spawn on. The iron golems attract them, and this is broken too, it looks like. So this gets collected by a hopper minecart, and it looks like we can break things. Because copy, yeah, those have stopped. So many things need to be fixed. I don't mind fixing any of them, it's just they're all building up at the base. So much things I still have to do in this world. Hopper minecarts would drop off the items into a auto dispensing system, into this water trail, and then that would go into these hoppers. Same as what we did over there. Nothing too special with these, and then we'd get lots of slime balls. And there's our slime farm. Moving on then, we've got these icebergs. So we've got the ice spikes. Oh, these things around here aren't finished either. They're supposed to be attached to the base. Right, I'm going to switch back into spectator. Yeah, these things are supposed to be attached to the base. Haven't done it yet. Got to go all the way around the base. And we also wanted icebergs. So it's got these rings around it, look. The plan was you put one of these rings in the water and it would slowly convert the water into icebergs. Which is what we got there. And it like auto imprints an anchor logo, look. I really like these anchors, but at some parts when you look over it from the base, I don't think it really fits. It looks alright, I think. But just when you go around the circle, it looks a little bit tacky off to the side. I was going to do a lot more of these as well. So we got the icebergs. We got a little invading pirate tank boat things. I know my explaining is second to none. I'm great at it. So we got some redstone in there. These things actually work too. Put a redstone torch on there and it's got some fire charges, so they'll fire off to the base. I like these. We added the barrels from the new update. Just like little raft tanks. They look pretty cool, but again, from some angles of the base, I think it looked tacky. Got some bigger ones, some smaller ones, and the plan was to do a temple one at some point. I don't think I said in the video, but I wanted to have it soon go inside one of them. I don't know why. Did I show you this here? So this was inspired by Scar's volcano on Hermitcraft. He built this big volcano. I know it's not as good, but I was really inspired after watching the video. And I wanted to try and do something like it myself. So I built this volcano, and the plan was it was a normal lava volcano. But these guys, they threw one of those coal generators in, and it started to pump out ice. So it changed all of the lava into ice, and we've got ice spoon out the side. We've got a prismarine tree there. We've got the old basalt. Is that what it's called? Basalt? I always forget. With the black sand after erupted volcano thing. Yeah, I really like the way this turned out. They ruined glass in one of the recent updates. They made it have like a dark effect. I don't know if it makes it look better, but you can see around the base, that's white glass and it's got like a black tint now. That could have been better, but this is my, I like it. Yeah, I'm happy with it. There's my old ice volcano. I don't think there's too much more now around the outside of the base. I did forget one thing. I found a shipwreck over here when we first got over here to start building our base, and I changed it so it's livable. So here's a shipwreck. I made it stick to the floor with these rocks and stuff. I changed it a little bit, added some gold to it, to the ends, to the sides, and added a little broken sail there. But the inside, we drained it out and we made it livable. We've got our first navapole in there as well, so we can keep getting over here. I decorated it a little bit, added some carpets. This was my little storage room and our ender chest. Store our shulker boxes. Had an AFK fish farm when I used to use these a lot. Is there anything in these? There is a little bit. And down here, we have a super smelter. Right there. Just a basic auto smelter, I guess. Not super smelter. But I like that. That was our first home. We named it The Void. The sign's actually gone. Oh, no, it's not. But it said The Void on there. Updates have changed things. And that was named by a subscriber in the comments. I asked people to pick out some names that they liked to call it. Oh, on the ends as well, we have these little... See there right at the end, we have these stick-up little bits. On those, we have maps. So this place knows about all of the other communities in the world, is the plan. They're super advanced. Since the pirates were invaded and stuff, they wanted to always be ahead of the competition, I guess. So you see they've marked out Kelp Cove. They know about Kelp Cove, but Kelp Cove doesn't know about them. Oh, you can see that too, the tree. Remember I mentioned a tree earlier on? There was a tree I destroyed at Kelp Cove. That's still there in this map. So we also have one of Project Cryo over there. That's the name of this place. There we are. So there's a map of Project Cryo. Mapped out all of it. There's Christmas decorations over there for the longest time. You can see there. some Christmas presents and stuff. I got rid of that now. Recently. It's pretty late, but I did get rid of it. So, map that out. There's also another one over there of another community that I'll get to later on. But let's go over to the town now. Actually, let's go down here. Just in case you're interested. We do have conduits around the place. We have one there. We have one there. On every single one of the bridges, we have two. So we can breathe pretty much in all of the water around this area. And the plan is to have these little gates when it's all done, so we can go under like that if we wanted to. I was gonna light up the whole floor, but I started to do it and I didn't like the way it looked, so I've removed all of the sea pickles from there. But like I said, we have these coal generators, biome killers, right? Turning it into a snow biome is the plan. So I copied a village. If you're watching this from the future, then it's one of the old villages. There was a village over there. I just copied the houses and made it prismarine. So I think this is really cool. This is actually my favorite view of the world. If I turn up render distance, it'll look a lot better. You can see all of the base. You can see the wall there. Looks really cool. You've got the coal generators scattered around the place. Ice spikes, anchors. Turn around, we got this village. This view right here may be one of my favorite views, if not my favorite. In the world. And inside here we had our villages, which are gone. Okay, so these houses are supposed to have uses. Okay, that's the plan was to have them all have a use, and this one housed some villagers. So we have the villager, that little hole, the back of the villager head there. We'd get them out of a boat to push them out of something, and then we'd take them up here into this house, and we stored our men and villager, 2 farmers and a cartographer so far. And we'd put some other ones in other houses eventually, but these are the only ones I got to. This was actually pretty recent. I did all that. I laid out some things in here as well. Put some lights and nothing spawned, some barrels for whatever reason. And that was the plan with these other houses. We're going to have, like, butcher in here. or whatever. Haven't quite got to that yet. Some more librarians in this one or something. And I did use this one over here, this blacksmith one. It's a super smelter. So obviously just replaced all the blocks like we did with the other ones with Prismarine. And this was inputs for fuel. So we put our fuel in there. It would go down in that hopper. We'd put our items that we want to cook in there, and they'd come back up inside these. Obviously, we didn't cook shulkers. I put those there because it's got kelp look I needed to put in the system for fuel. And there's some other various things I needed to cook. And down here then, this is an Il Mango 22 furnace array that I got from YouTube. Just did that and had the items then get taken out, put into this water elevator, and then dropped back out the top here into the output chest. So this had a use. Our super smelter. I used that a lot, actually. And I don't think there's any more uses to these other houses. That's all of the uses. Down here we did do these crop plots. Instead of doing actual crops, obviously, I used coral and let it die. So it looks like they're farming something unique. I don't know. They're placed on some polished concrete. No, some concrete powder, sorry. Some white concrete powder. Then we got the ice for the water. I think that looks pretty cool. I like the way that turned out. Got another one down here, and we actually have some farms under this one as well. We have a automatic concrete converter. We put the concrete here, and we break at the same time, and it'll pop in there. Got a way for us to get it there. So we stand here, and that feeds us concrete powder to convert. That's pretty nice. We go over here, and we got some micro farms. So again, that's just the piston one. It pulls the block where we put some wheat in there. We got a bone meal, extra storage for it. I did this myself as well, but this is pretty... Everyone's done one of these before. So, we go up this way. We have a cocoa bean farm. So this gets retracted, and it breaks off the cocoa beans. You can grab it then. The same system as the other thing, pretty much. Exact same thing. So that's everything here. The idea was to make this go further, but I never got to it. Not sure if I will get to it, but just randomly stops at the back. So I think that's everything at the base. Let me just fly around. Let me make sure there's not any more I missed. Alright, no, I think that is everything. I didn't explain earlier on properly with the base, though, of why these anchors are here and everything with the lore. So these guys are anti-pirates. They were getting raided by pirates constantly. They had enough. They started to advance technologies and building these icebergs, ice spikes to make the oceans not safe for their ships and everything. And then it's like someone... higher power, seen them working for themselves, sent down these anchors, look. So we got the 4 anchors spread out on the base and started giving them resources and all that. So there, you can see the chains. There's chains, there's an anchor, obviously. And it's attached by that hook. So the idea is that these are just floating here randomly, these anchors. I really, really like this base. I'm never going to be able to top it, I don't think. And I think I definitely bit off more than I could chew with it, because it's not finished, and it's gonna take a while to still finish, and not much is gonna change visually. It's just the ocean part. I wish I didn't go down the way I did go down around all of it. It's gonna look really cool when it's done, but it's like a detail that doesn't really need to be there, and it's a bit too much, right? But yeah, I really love this base. That is it for this base, though. We do have a couple more things I want to show you. Oh yeah, I nearly forgot about a few things over by Kelp Cove again. There's that egg. Remember at the beginning of the episode, the egg? The turtle egg? Way back from the first couple of episodes. If I fly over here, I started to build another community. It's not done. I've got 2 houses. This is going to be a swamp village. It's not done, but I want to have a bunch of small communities scattered around the world as well. The Project Cryo knows about, so this was just going to be one of them communities. We got these little swamp huts, which I love. Gotta do some more work on this in between streams. But villages have changed, so they need a bed now. They don't need a bed, but they can have an assigned bed, and they can have a workstation. Which, if I go in here, I put a cauldron I can't remember whose workstation that's going to be, but we got to get some more villagers over here too. And we have the bell that they all mingle around at some point in the day. Got our little crop plot, which is just swamp themed with the mushroom and stuff. I think it fits the area really nicely, though. It's not done. But we got them on stilts, little ways to go up here around this tree, then into it. There is another villager I got over here as well. There's a witch hut. I think he hangs around here. I don't know. There is one more villager. There's 3 of them around. Not too sure where he is. There is another thing I always forget about too. So going away from this, if you want to see it in the world download, go to this village. There's the egg. You've seen me fly over to Kelp Cove. You can make your way around. If you keep going from the egg straight into the desert, you'll come across some rivers that have been drained out. Just get rid of that rain. And here's the drained out river, not too far away. Like I said, you could see it from back there. And this is for a squid farm. So if I switch into creative, you'll see a bunch of squids spawn, hopefully. So there's problems with squids where they spawn sometimes and then they don't. I don't know why. It's a recent issue. Is it working? Yeah, but this works on and off anyway. It works really good when it does work. I mined out all of this luck, and the plan was to make it all a squid farm, but it wasn't necessary. Didn't need any more than that. That gave us a ton. I prepped way too much area, way too much land for a squid farm, and then obviously we got this. They all fall down, they die, and the items get funneled into this chest. So this works really well. But for some reason, squids are just weird at the minute, where they work, and then they don't work. So it was really temperamental, this farm. Don't know why. Okay, moving on to my end. There is a problem here, I think. It might not be a problem, but on top of these pillars, you can see they're a lot shorter than they're supposed to be, and they have none of those respawn end crystal things on top. Last time I did this, some reason it spawned the ender dragon, but destroyed half of my towers and the respawn pillars. So I don't know if you do respawn it, it'll come back. It probably will. But I thought that was an interesting thing to show you, that we've had half of these things cut off there. So it might make killing the ender dragon easier since they're not there. Like I said, when I last spawned it, I didn't have to kill the crystals. Anyway, this is our spawn pad. I went out and built a enderman farm, which this thing was crazy for me at the time because I never had XP farms like on Java, because on console the mob limits were really bad, and not bad, just it was a mob cap. So I never had stuff like this. This was crazy to me. But basically there's an endermite up there, and it tracks the enderman. Enderman fall down that tube, and they're one hit then. Teleporting like crazy here. I don't know why they're doing that. Never used to do it, but I don't use this anymore because we have the Guardian farm and we had the gold farm when that was working. But this thing, I love this thing. When I first built it, it was great. No collecting system for the ender pearls. It was a little bit annoying, but we had a enchanting station for whenever we needed to enchant anvil and things. Just did like this black and purple tube. I really loved doing that. That was really fun for me. Like I said, haven't had XP farms like on Java before when I built it. So that's pretty much it in my end. I didn't go through all of the... I didn't kill the ender dragon a ton of times, look, to get a ton of gateways. So you've just got the 3 there. And back at spawn, a couple of things in case you're interested. I started this at 1.13, obviously. There was new swimming mechanics. Had no clue what I was doing at the start, like everyone else. And I went into this boat, which looks a little bit odd. Is it supposed to be like that? I don't know. But I remember this was where my first death was. I went through here. Something happened. I don't know. I drowned. And that was where my first death was, in case you're interested. I probably went in that cave there. Looks, yeah, there's a torch. Look, lit up. So these are my first... This is my first area, obviously. Mining. Getting some starter things. Seeing the dolphins in survival for the first time. Fond memories of this place. And I'm back. Had to take a break I start to lose my voice. Long video. So anyway, nearly done now though. There's only, I think, this one more place that I have to show you. This place is called Pillage Peaks, and it is a failed project. I don't want to work on it anymore. I'm going to just leave it the way it is. So the plan was in 1.14, they added... Oh, it's... thundering? We'll leave it like that. That doesn't look too bad. But yeah, they added raids, and I wanted to do my own village to pillage, right? Not for us to pillage, but for us to protect from pillagers. So I found this hill, and I started building these towns, kind of like Chinese style. And it was gonna cover the whole mountain there, but like I said, I didn't feel like doing it. I didn't like doing it after a while. It was all super repetitive, same houses, not too much different would have gone on if I just kept going. I didn't have motivation to finish this build. We got a villager breeder in this one here, which obviously isn't going to work in this update, but we'd get villagers drop down and they could leave through the door down this way, right there. They just walk out the door, and then there's one there. And none of these were decorated in the inside. Yes, fundraise. All just left with nothing really in it. Got a chicken coop there. Got another chicken coop over there. We've got like eggs and nests. I seen that in someone else's video. I thought it'd be cool to do. Got some shooting places. So the idea is this place uses crossbows to fend off the pillagers and stuff. So we got these practicing places. And then we have this little rail system, which takes you down to that village. So that's how we got some villagers up. I decided we'll just leave it there. So I don't think it looks too bad. Right? I like the way it all looks. It's just, I don't know, I didn't want to keep working on it. I got burned out on this project super quick. Well, there we are. I think that is everything in my world. I may have missed some little things. I'm not too sure. But this, again, I have to end the episode looking at my base from up high. Most of the shots I've done of this base in my series are from up here. Flying around looking down at it from the anchors or something. But I love this view. Amount of screenshots I've taken. But anyway, we're gonna finish up here anyway. The reason why I'm not gonna be making episodes in this world too much anymore is because I want to do bedrock things. 1.14 is around the corner, and there is a lot of things broken in the world. So I feel like it's a good time to slow down with this. But there is gonna be one more video, I think, definitely, of like highlights, my favorite things, like doing stuff like drain the ocean monument was really fun, I said last episode. Some other stuff like that, and there might even be another update world tour thing in the distant future when I've done a lot more during streams and stuff. But that is gonna wrap up here. Thank you so much for all the support with the series and the channel and everything, but I'm gonna wrap up. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.